Winnipeg. Late on Sunday night, the Winnipeg Jets found out who they'll face in the second round of the Stanley Cup Playoffs. The Nashville Predators shut out the Colorado Avalanche in Game 6 of their best-of-7 series, setting the stage for a matchup between the NHL's top two teams. Nashville's 117 points, 5-3, 1-8, 1-1, earned them the President's Trophy and top spot in the Central Division, while the Jets, 5-2, 2-0, 1-0, finished right behind them with 114 points. I would think the philosophy and style of play are very similar. The elements are very similar, said head coach Paul Maurice. It's a high-event game. There's lots of action all the time. The game doesn't really slow down when we play. There aren't blocks of time where teams are just dumping pucks and playing the same game. It's very intense, and very exciting for the full 60 minutes. Video, off day. Adam Lowry. The 5 meetings between the two clubs this season were just as high-event as Maurice described. There were a total of 41 goals scored during regulation time, despite the fact both teams have Vezina Trophy finalist goaltenders, Connor Hellebuyck and Pekka Rinne. I don't think you bring a lot from the regular season. I don't think games in November and December carry over into now, said Maurice. The teams change, and we've added players. We had 7 to 9 guys out of our lineup when we were in there, on Mar. 13. The style, the philosophy, of how both teams want to play will be consistent. Nobody remembers those last games. Other than, both teams skate really well. If they don't skate well, they skate hard. So they're on it. There's not any easy puck movement. It has to be fast. That's true of both teams. After yesterday's practice, the Jets stayed off the ice on Monday, electing instead to work out at Bell MTS Iceplex. Maurice says while the schedule for the series is still up in the air, he does plan to have his team on the ice for the next couple of days. Adam Lowry believes that, like the Jets, the Predators have 4 sets of forward lines that contribute to making them dangerous. That has been especially true in the playoffs. Philip Forsberg and Victor Arvidsson led Nashville with 64 and 61 points respectively in the regular season, but a different group provided the majority of the offense against Colorado. You look at who was driving them in the Colorado series, it wasn't necessarily the Ryan Johansson line, said Lowry. They got big contributions from Colton Sissons and Austin Watson. They're built like our team. It's not just one line that's going to hurt you. It's not just one deep pairing that's going to play all the minutes. It's a team where they'll throw anyone out on the ice against anyone, and they're comfortable with any matchup they get. Video, off day. Kyle Connor. Both teams boast blue lines that are capable of producing offensively. Dustin Byfuglien, Tyler Myers, Josh Morrissey, and Jacob Trouba combined for 131 points in the regular season. PK Subban, Roman Josi, Matthias Ekholm, and Ryan Ellis accumulated 178 points of their own as well, meaning forwards like Lowry will have to be aware at all times on the ice. It's important when you get in on the forecheck you make sure their D don't beat you up the ice, said Lowry. Their forwards are so used to having that second wave, they're looking for that option if they don't have a play to the net or a play through the seam. Sometimes you get caught over back-checking and then you're scrambling and trying to get into shooting lanes, and they've got guys on the back end that can really shoot the puck. It's just about making sure you back-check smart, take your assignment, and don't try and do someone else's job. Myers, who has 2 goals and 3 points in 4 playoff games, can't wait to get the series started. He says that while the Predators made it all the way to the Stanley Cup final last season, he doesn't see it as an advantage. They have that experience, but it's going to come down to who wants it more. The teams are pretty evenly matched. It's going to come down to who handles it best and who wants to win more, said Myers. Our young guys have really bought into what we are trying to implement into the room. There's a certain preparation, a certain mindset that the younger guys have built around the older guys. Everybody knows what's at stake. They've done a great job of buying in, and we'll carry that over and help them out as much as we can going into round 2.